game started. The Canes will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Flood. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Looking to pass. It's Need. The short hands. It's Ward. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season now.
Breaks into the open on the left. He's at the 20. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one. That's why they got 6 on that play.
Not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it go. Got his man to the left. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Right on the money. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, third down, they tried to run the football thinking they could catch the defense off guard. They were able to get some yards, not the first, though. So now you've got fourth and very short. And what do the analytics say to do here, head coach?
On the direct snap, it's Mendoza. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on fourth down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Got it set up on the outside. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on fourth. He's got it, first down and more. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. From the red zone, looking for a space. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Oh, he makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Got his man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. He wants to throw it. Good timing on the quick out. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Canes!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocked that one right down the middle. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Snowed under, sacked at the 7. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Need. Skips away from pressure. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. This time he's got it. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most? Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. He's going to throw deep right side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Need. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Swings it out to the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Canes want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. He throws one to the left. Makes a grab on the shot. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. Got his man. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And he tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. Looking downfield, it's Need. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's got it on the outside. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. To the air on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Lots of room to run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Go ahead and have a day at the wideout position. You stack up some games like this, and you can take down D.D. Westbrook's record of 17 touchdowns in a season.
And I just want to play in this offense if I'm a receiver across the country. I know every year Oklahoma's going to spread the ball around, throw it around. You're going to have plenty of opportunities, and he is cashing in those opportunities with just touchdowns.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Finds his man. It's Stewart. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a 1st down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60.
Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. He'll return it. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Back to throw, it's Knee. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab down the middle. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Field goal is good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They'll leave it with him. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to adjust the pattern. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's going to run it. Gets the first himself. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up for 49.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Back to throw. It's Need. Finds his back in the middle. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
The Sooners come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Off play action. Got his man. Across the 25, he's got room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! This guy is special. What a target and what a knack for finding the end zone. He might just rewrite the record book before he's done in Norman.
Man, that's a famous record book. We could go down the list of so many big-time players just in the last several years, whether it's Hollywood Brown, CeeDee Lamb. We can keep going with the list goes on and on and on, but just guys that make plays and quarterbacks that trust their receivers. Because you know why? Because they do that.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Going to take a shot at this DB. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Canes want to crank the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Quickly complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Handoff from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. A little release to the back. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Sooners!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hurricane offense looking to gather a certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Canes headed quickly to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of the play will stand. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Touchdown, Canes! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
And listen, defense has made it a priority to try to rip the football free. You saw them that time really trying to go for that turnover, but nice job breaking tackles, really good ball security by the running back.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Need. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wide receiver. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead.
On the double.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Might be looking to run. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And this to tie us up in the final minute. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And with 3 seconds left, a last chance to extend the game into overtime. Missed it just short. Gave it quite a ride, but not quite enough to get it over the crossbar. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.